Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this right triangle ABC. As you can see in this given diagram, such that this angle ACB is being represented by X, whereas the angle BAC is being represented by Y. And bear in mind that the angle X is less than the angle Y. And moreover, this hypotenuse AC length is 8 units. And furthermore, the area of this triangle ABC has been given to us as 8 square units. And now our task is to find the value of angle X, and likewise we are going to find the value of angle Y as well. And please bear in mind, we are not supposed to be using calculators of any kind. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started, and let's focus on this right triangle ABC once again. And the area of this triangle has been given to us as 8 square units. And now let's recall the area of a triangle formula. Area is always equal to a half times base times the height of the triangle. So therefore we are going to think outside the box, and we are going to draw some auxiliary lines. So therefore we have dropped this perpendicular BD on this base AC. And now we can see that this perpendicular BD is the height of this triangle ABC. So therefore I am going to label this perpendicular BD as our height lowercase h. And now our task is to find the value of lowercase h. And we know the area of this triangle ABC has been given to us as 8 square units. And the base of this triangle is 8 units, whereas the height of this triangle is lowercase h. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this area of a triangle formula. So our area of the triangle is 8 equals to a half times our base is 8, and our height is lowercase h. And now we can see this part is going to give us simply 4 times h. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 4 to isolate lowercase h, and here 4 and 4 is gone. So therefore our height h value turns out to simply 2 units. So therefore our height h value simply turns out to be 2. In other words, this perpendicular BD length is 2 units. And now in this next step, let's assume that this point E is the midpoint. In other words, this segment AE must be equal to this segment CE. And we know this whole AC length is 8 units. So therefore, this segment AE length is going to be half of 8 is going to be 4 units, and likewise CE length is 4 units as well. And now in this next step, I am going to connect this point B with this point E, as you can see in this next step. And now let's recall the Thales theorem. According to this theorem, if the points A, B and C are the distinct points on the very same circle, where the angle ABC is a right angle, in other words, it's a 90 degrees angle, then the line AC is going to be our diameter. So therefore we conclude that this whole AC is the diameter of the circle with the center E, such that this AE is the radius of the circle. Likewise, this is the radius lowercase r as well, and this is the radius as well, which is lowercase r. And since this is the radius and this is the radius as well, so therefore these two sides are congruent. and we know this side length is 4. So therefore this segment BE length is going to be 4 units as well. And now we are going to focus on this triangle BCE. And we can see this is an isosceles triangle, since this side length equal to this side length. So therefore this angle must be congruent to this angle. We know this angle is x. So therefore this angle has got to be x as well. And now we are going to focus on this right triangle BDE. And we can see this BE is the hypotenuse of this triangle BDE, which is 4 units. And this other leg BD is 2 units. And we know if this hypotenuse, the longest leg, is twice this another leg, then we can say that this is a special 30, 60, 90 triangle. And this hypotenuse is our longest leg, since this is opposite to this largest angle, which is 90 degrees. And this leg BD is going to be our smallest leg. So therefore the side opposite to this smallest leg is going to be 30 degrees. And likewise this third angle is going to be 60 degrees. And now we are going to focus on this angle 30 degrees. And now let's recall the exterior angle theorem. According to this theorem, the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles, as you can see in this given diagram. Here we got this angle C as our exterior angle, where the angles A and B are our two opposite interior angles, such that angle C equal to the sum of these two angles, angle A plus angle B. And here we can see this 30 degrees is our exterior angle, and that exterior angle is going to be equal to the sum of these two opposite interior angles x and x. So therefore we can write angle x plus angle x is going to be equal to 30 degrees. In other words, angle x plus angle x equals to 30 degrees. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to isolate x. So therefore we could see that this 2 and 2 is gone. So therefore our angle x value simply turns out to be equal to 15 degrees. So thus our this angle x value simply turns out to be 15 degrees. And now we can easily calculate the value of this angle y. And now let's recall the triangle sum theorem. According to this theorem, the sum of three interior angles must be equal to 180 degrees. We know this angle is 15 degrees, this angle is 90 degrees. So therefore this angle y has got to be 75 degrees. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, our angle x value turns out to be 15 degrees and the angle y value is 75 degrees. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.